So we are...
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not up yet.
When is it up? It is up.
It's probably lagging a little longer.
It's not. Everyone's like, well, this is a fail.
Live streaming is hard.
Oh, I see us.
Awesome. All right, welcome back, everyone.
Make sure they can hear us.
After the Island. Can you guys hear us? Just doing a quick little mic test. Going live is hard. There is
Going
so much
live is hard.
equipment involved. We just
They
want to
can
make
finally
sure our sound
see
is
us.
great.
We're just checking.
Can you guys hear us? It's our
Can
first
you guys
day.
hear us? I'm shaking.
You
I'm
can?
nervous.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we're so nervous.
I'm
We're excited
nervous.
to be back. All right, welcome back to After the Island. If you are new here, my name's Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we're going to be covering all things Love Island USA Season
Woo!
3 for this summer. So we watched last night's episode. We did a little pre-episode yesterday. If you missed it, we basically just went through all the cast members and our predictions of like what their personalities were going to be. But we're excited to review the first episode today.
And to hear your guys' thoughts. We're looking at the chat, so if you see me looking at my phone, that's why.
Yes. So before we jump into it, we just want to take a quick second to thank our incredible sponsors, HelloFresh,
America's #1 meal kit delivery service,
BetterHelp, online professional counseling service,
and Nutrafol, hair wellness from within.
Yes. So After the Island is brought to you by the Forever Dog Podcast Network. I accidentally started.
Oh. Listen to the new episodes of your favorite comedy and culture podcasts each week at foreverdogpodcast.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Be sure to keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following @ForeverDogTeam on Instagram and Twitter.
Like last season, After the Island is available both as video and a podcast. So we are going to be live streaming video version every day on YouTube, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, so Eastern Standard Time, that's 12:30. And if you miss it, don't worry, all the full video will then be available for you to watch on YouTube. And if you can't make YouTube and you're on the go this summer, living your best single life, being busy since
Waxed and
COVID
vaxxed.
is over, waxed and
vaxxed,
you
baby.
can also listen on any available podcast network. So, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the above.
Do it.
So, let's get into
let's
things.
get into the juiciness.
So what did we think overall of the episode?
I thought it was probably one of the best first episodes of a season because it was actually kind of interesting. Like, the first episode is always a little boring.
Yeah, but it moved quickly this year, which I liked.
Yes.
It flowed better. It kind of feels like Love Island has their stuff together.
Right.
So it was moving. And I'm very curious to see what the TV ratings are going to be and reflect on, this pilot episode against season 2s and season 1s.
Yeah. I am interested to see everyone's thoughts on the cast because I think that they casted very different people this year.
Yeah. Very bold.
Yes.
It just gets more and more bold each
year. So I want to know, guys, leave in the comments, like, who's your favorite person right now?
Yeah. We picked
Who's
out
your
some
favorite
people we
person
liked.
right now?
Okay, I like Cash and I love Olivia.
Okay,
I think Olivia
those
might be my favorite, but I love Cash too.
Cash, I saw this video someone must have uploaded on her Instagram, and it's her in the middle of like a hotel, and she just stops and starts twerking, and I was like, oh my God, I love you. She's hilarious.
Funny. She's funny. She's like sneaky funny.
Yes.
Like not trying too hard to be funny.
Yes.
So the show starts off with this juicy intro in all white swimwear. So the girls are in like white bikinis and the men are in the white swim trunks. And it's so cute that they did it like that. But I have to say, although they all looked super hot and sexy in all these scenes, I miss the OG of showing their previous jobs. Like,
oh my gosh, yes.
So they didn't do that. And the UK does that. And I know they're trying to move towards being similar to the UK. So I kind of wanted, the nurse to be in her scrubs and like throw her scrubs off and be in a bikini after. And,
I love that.
Whipping out a car and coming out in a swimsuit. I love the realistic. Sorry, I love the realistic job.
I do too, but did they ever do that on Love Island?
No, they
Like
haven't-
US? They only do it on UK, right?
Yeah, they just had us like arriving and like, you know, Yamin was like reading the
Oh,
book on the
right.
plane and stuff. So this was very different that they were all in the white and they were all like swimming. It was cool. But
Yeah, I would
love
look
seeing the
so
jobs.
bad if I was underwater swimming. That would be actually a nightmare. Okay, wait. Someone said, actually, I like everyone except Josh. He gives me date guy vibes.
We'll get there.
We'll get into
We'll get
that.
there. We have a section about that. Don't worry. Okay, let's touch on the villa too.
Yes.
Since we didn't get to see the villa really until right before the first episode aired,
Mm-hmm.
which is, you know, a bummer because we wanted to see it. If you listen to our pre-episode, we had it right. We knew
did.
which villa it was going to be.
We called it the water slide.
And they had the water slide.
so
I'm so happy they're letting them use it too. I was worried because of, you know, like Matthew Hoffman's joke. AKA
Yeah.
He named the water slide a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
Because it's true. It's a 30-foot water slide.
Yeah, it's like 2 stories.
Justin Bieber's butt slid down that.
Wow, now I'm really jealous.
I'm
of that.
so
I was
jealous.
jealous already, but now I'm very jealous.
I'm so jealous.
So the villa's awesome. It's also on a cliff. There's waterfalls at every vantage point. How cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet. And they modeled it more similar to the UK we were talking about. Even
Yes.
down to the dressing rooms.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wait. So the guys have a stairway in their dressing room. Do we think that's real?
What do you mean by real? Oh, like camera angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's real. We had a stairway up to ours.
Oh yeah,
Remember
we
would, like,
did.
Trip in our heels
Oh, I
going down
forgot.
it. The women
I
hopefully
forgot.
they're not recording the women's stairway because everyone's like falling over in their heels going down it. But you know, the men are probably fine in their
Yeah.
sneakers.
Oh,
But
the waterfall too. Someone brought up.
yeah, how are they gonna have maybe like Mike sneaking away from your mic to, you know, go talk by the waterfall so you can be more secretive?
Yeah, because this Shannon and what's his
Josh.
face? Josh were having a conversation, and the waterfall was just in the background. I was like, well, this isn't good. It's like whoosh, whoosh, as they're talking.
Right. And another thing I noticed too about the way that the villa is set up this year is the women's dressing room has, like how the UK is, it's all in the center and all the girls can fit. Our season, we couldn't all fit at the table to do our
Yes.
makeup together, so girls were sitting on the floor, girls were using the guys' dressing room, and so I'm jealous that they're all together because it makes it a more collaborative, you know, space for them to all chat, become closer friends, and I feel like that's where you have a lot of your most meaningful conversations with the girls, and you get to feel like you're a part of everything.
Yeah.
So I'm bummed that we didn't have that, but I'm really happy that they have that because I think that'll help them all establish really good friendships, and that's, you know, one of the biggest things coming out of Love Island that everybody values.
Yeah, Friend Island.
Friend Island.
Who thinks it's gonna be Friend Island this year again?
Not me, actually.
I actually don't
I was
think so
actually
either.
like, yes, then I was like, maybe not.
Let's see what else.
So the girls start entering
Oh,
the
yeah.
villa.
I love that Olivia and Cash were the first ones because
It's funny that they're
those
our
are the
favorites,
two that
too.
stand out.
Yeah,
I
they
think
do
they
stand out.
always do that. They always pick the two that are going to stand out the most.
Boldest energy.
Have so much energy. Like Olivia's energy was unmatched. It was so funny.
I think they also pick the two to start that seem like the most open friendliness because the girls are then everyone they're adding people, you know, girl by girl to come into like the mood that the space is already being set
Yeah.
as. So it makes sense to have the open, friendly girls be, you know, the first ones come in.
said you have to put your mic upwards.
Okay. So,
He said up because everyone's saying they can't really hear.
oh no.
You're good.
All right. So they also come back. They brought the Jeeps back this year, which we're excited about.
Yeah, and they were like brand new. Are they like 2022 Jeeps?
I don't know, but I just loved the blue one that came in. The blue one is
Rich
so cute.
honey. Love Island has a large
But
budget.
last year, I don't think they did Jeeps, did they? They did like a different type of like sports cars.
They
or
did
something,
sports cars
which-
because it was
like the
Vegas. Because Vegas,
yeah.
it made sense. It
Also,
was like tacky, you know.
yeah. Also, we heard a comment from one of our friends today that Love Island is finally back on an island.
Yeah. Yes, we are off a rooftop and we are on a real island.
Exactly. So they get so excited, Olivia and Cash, when they come in, that they're all the way into the villa and they're opening their champagne and they realize they forgot to exchange names, which I think is so funny because your excitement levels are so high that, of course, you know, you forget to say hi and state your name.
Yeah. She was like, "Oh, my name's Cash."
She was like, oh, my bad. I totally missed it. But I just feel like Olivia feels so real to me.
Yes, probably because she's from Alaska. Like she was
Maybe.
trying to get out of there.
So her tape that they showed in the episode first, not the one they released, is she tells this story with her dad about how they're scaling the mountain with her boyfriend and they're, you know, moving ahead and they look back and they're like, where is he? And he's like falling behind on a rock, like can't keep up. And she's like, come on, keep up. Like,
you gotta impress my dad.
Impress my dad. And she's like, and my dad was not impressed.
She's like, yeah, long story short, my dad hated him.
It's so funny. And then Cash was just great too. Like, how is she so confident?
Like,
we're just working out our kinks here.
Sorry. It's our first day, guys.
It's our first day. All right, so the audio is back.
Okay, cool.
So the third girl that we have come into the villa is Kira. Alex, what do you think of her?
Okay, first of all, just to touch on this, what a shock that there's two girls and their names are Cash and Kira.
Right? How did they find that?
Like, that seems a little targeted, if you ask me.
They were probably like, oh, your name's Kira, you're in. And they're like, oh, a Cash,
sold.
You're in.
Sold.
Sold. So Kira came off to me in her tape as like a firecracker personality, and I feel like I haven't seen that in her yet. I don't know if maybe it'll come out, but I didn't feel the same energy. You know, sometimes it can be really intimidating walking into a setting like that, so I don't know if she might take a while to warm up or if, you know, she's just a person that's kind of more like that, but I didn't feel that same firecracker energy I got from her tape. She kind of felt more reserved.
I totally agree. It's probably the first day jitters because I feel like we've said this before. On the first day, it's all produced. Like, you guys all know that, I feel. It's probably the most produced day out of the entire season just because they're trying to get their footing and, like, get everything set up, the coupling up, and get all the shots, and then you go on your merry way and, like, do whatever.
Right.
But I think she was probably freaking out. And I am not, like, making any judgments yet because I was not on the show for a week. Like I was not on the show for the first week because I was hiding in a turtle shell. Like,
so was I. So I know I'm like so quick to think something. Like, I already need to take back what I said in my pre-episode. I was like, you know what? I don't think Shannon's going to be around very long. I watched last night's episode and I'm like, wow, all the boys love her. She knows herself so well. I was like, okay, she's going to be around till the end. Like, I'm already backtracking on what I said.
Oh, everyone's saying, can you finish talking about Cash because it went out?
Oh, yeah. So she shaved her head on vacation and just was like, you know, I want a guy to love me for who exactly I am and know me, you know, inside and out.
Which I think is amazing, and I love that they're, like, highlighting it.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my friend Christy, who ended up not being able to go on Big Brother, and she's bald, she has alopecia, and I'm just really happy to see another girl, like, rocking a shaved head and saying, I'm beautiful no matter what. Like, if a guy only likes me because I'm wearing a wig, like, he can get the fuck out.
I love that, you know, reality TV is not, you know, as...
The beauty standard.
Yeah, the beauty standard is opening up to, you know, everything, and that's really awesome to see. So we're excited about that. So back to Shannon. She's so bold. Like, I think she's very intimidating, actually.
She is a Philly girl to the core. When she starts speaking, I hear her A's and her accents, and I'm like...
You're right. That's what I hear in the accent.
She's like, I'm Shannon. I go home. Like...
That, okay, I was, like, wondering if she just had a unique voice, but now that you say, like, it's totally an accent, I don't know how that went right over my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so she goes, she hates blondes and she loves muscles. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, she's like in her tape, because they add to the tapes for the actual thing. She's like, I don't do blondes. She's like, blonde guy comes up to me at a bar. No. She's like, but I love muscles. So, you know, when we see the other guys added, I'm like, oh, well, muscles walked in towards the end of the episode.
Muscles are present. Muscles are very present.
So I think they saved the boldest for last walking in. Trina comes in last, and her
energy?
Aura, yes. Aura is unmatched. Like, she has this front about her that is... It almost scares me a little.
Yeah, no.
Like, she's just a bold person.
She's very bold. She's very energetic, and she's going to go after what she wants, I think.
Totally.
She's going to be a firecracker.
She is not holding back. She also, in her added tape, I, like, tried to add in the things they didn't cover already. She said she's very experimental in bed, and she's like, there isn't anything I haven't tried. And I was like, oh, let me hold on to my seat here. Holy shit. It's a lot to say. Like,
I know. Well,
I
that's
was just
why I
like,
love
wow.
that everyone's being so bold this season.
yeah,
And
it's entertaining.
yeah, they're selling it. There's going to be some girls stepping on each other's toes, I definitely
Yeah.
think. What better way to deal with stepping on people's toes than BetterHelp? BetterHelp is all about making great therapeutic matches, so it's easy and free to change counselors if needed. And there's financial aid available if that's something you need as well. Do you want to do that?
Where are we?
Just visit betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's better, HELP, to join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional.
Plus, we have an offer for you. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's right. We said 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. And for all of our therapists out there, you can check out BetterHelp as they are actively recruiting therapists in all 50 states. That's betterhelp.com/aftertheisland.
Woo!
All right, so now we jump into having all the Islanders lined up on their little posts.
Yes, waiting to couple up.
Yes. So first, Josh comes out, which we didn't expect. We thought they were going to save him as a bombshell.
Yes. And he was not what I was expecting.
Yeah. He seems like puppy dog a little bit to me. Like,
His voice threw me off so hard. Like, it was not what I was expecting. And I don't know why I didn't notice it in his intro videos.
they played the music really loud in his intro video to kind of like, I don't know. I'm not sure. But like 3 people step forward for Josh. And this is never a thing that happens in Love Island. Like,
especially on the first try.
The
first
try,
guy.
the first person that comes out, no one ever steps forward. So
Yeah.
they purposely put someone that like is one of those first glance people where they knew people would step forward, like someone that almost doesn't, because it's not always like about the personality, it's about the first looks for this,
right,
coupling up. And they knew people would step forward. So 3 people stepped forward, and oh my gosh, I have to go back and say I hated his swimsuit. I don't know why I'm like so picky about men's swimsuits, but his was so freaking short. Like he might as well have just worn a Speedo.
It was very European. I saw some of the guys
so
doing
short.
that.
And it was Barney colored. It was purple and green.
He probably had no choice.
He probably
in
had
this
no
matter.
choice. He had no choice. But I was just like, what is this swimsuit?
Yeah, he's hot though. Like he's nice to look at.
Yeah. His smile's great and his eyes are, he's nice to look at.
Yeah, like everyone's saying date guy vibes. I think it's far
Too
off
soon
and too soon to
yeah.
say because
puppy
this
dog.
guy's a simp.
Yes,
and he's trying to
he
sell
is.
it that like
He
he's
is.
a player.
Yes.
And like, bro, you met Shannon for 5 seconds and you're in love.
We didn't get there yet.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
But yeah, so he chooses to couple up with Shannon out of the girls that step forward. And we're watching with my other friend last night, Carly, and she goes, he just seems like a dude that would have like tons of snapback pictures on his Instagram. Right as she says this, they cue to a screen of his Instagram, and it's like 4 photos in a row wearing a snapback backwards and forwards.
It's very interesting. I will agree, he does give a little bit of a Carrington vibe. I think just because of his looks.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
So Corey comes out next, and no one steps forward for Corey.
I
so
made
cute.
such wrong, of course, I made a wrong assumption about him. I like him a lot.
do too.
He seems sweet, and I think maybe the tattoos threw me off.
Yeah, the tattoos and the gauges for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not a gauge person, but personally, so I feel like that throws me off. Like
Yeah.
you said too. But he's just very sweet. Like
Yeah.
he seems like a nice guy that's not too nice, hopefully. But I do like him. So no one steps forward, but he chooses Kira. And then, so moving on, then we have Christian. His tape, he adds in that he's had sex with over 99 plus women.
Like, he said 99 and then said, maybe I'll make it 100 in here. And I was like,
So-
"Bleh? What?
Who says this?
Okay,
on
also,
national television.
Also, like, who's counting how many girls they have sex with? And especially if you get past that, like,
I
past
feel
50,
like
I would
you
just
can't
probably
count
stop.
after there. Yeah, you just can't. That's
I feel like this
disgusting.
is a full-blown lie, if I'm being honest.
I almost feel like it's a bit of an exaggeration. Like whatever his number is, you divide it by 10.
Yeah,
or more.
I think way more. Like divide. Yeah.
Divide by 100. Just kidding.
Like 5.
But so then he chooses Trina, which threw me off so much.
Mm-hmm.
I just like can't picture them matched, knowing their personalities a little bit and like the way they speak and their aura. Like they just don't match to me. So I was shocked.
She's a firecracker.
Totally
I think she
threw me
would.
off.
I think she would put him in his place very fast.
Yes. Who is next that came out? So is that
That was Christian.
yeah.
And then
Giovanni was
Giovanni. I love Giovanni. He's my favorite guy right now. He is so funny. The way he came down the slide, it was everything.
Air.
He literally caught air. He was the liability that Matthew Hoffman was talking about.
He gapped the whole floor, and I was like, oh my gosh. Also, it's funny because we know, kind of how the production works. He probably had to take his mic off and everything, and then awkwardly, like, probably had to put it all back on before walking up. And I think that's probably what threw people off with not stepping forward for him. Or did a bunch of people step forward for him?
I don't think anyone stepped forward to him.
Nobody stepped forward for him. And it was probably because I bet you anything it was the outro out of the water. He probably looked super awkward and like fussing with the mic that everyone was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, they're like, it's going to be a no.
And this is where I started realizing Ariel every time would press Cash so hard for why she wasn't stepping forward. And Cash was coming up with like the funniest excuses of why she wasn't stepping forward.
Yes.
It was so funny. So also he has the dangly earrings. I can't do the dangly earrings.
Who did Giovanni couple up with?
He chooses Olivia, but Cash goes to when Ariel's pressing her. She goes, Ariel, don't do this to me. Like by the third time, she's like, don't do this to me. And I'm like, that's how I would feel. Like I remember her asking me why I didn't pick someone, and I couldn't even think. I literally said I didn't like their swimsuit.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I just was so
well, and you don't want to be offensive.
Exactly. You can't be mean.
You can't be like, they're ugly.
Yes, you have to come up with something that's not mean on the spot, and it's so funny to hear what people come up with.
Yeah, what was
Like,
some of the
your energy
excuses?
or-
Yeah, like you were just a little like too energetic. I'm like, seems like a lie.
Well, I like that Cash straight up said about Christian. She's like, you're not muscular enough for me because I'm very muscular.
We need to get some meat on your bones, is what she said. I'm like, speaking of meat on your bones. No, I'm just kidding.
So he chooses Olivia, and then we have Jeremy, and he comes out, and 3 people step forward. I didn't think anybody was going to step forward for Jeremy. Jeremy's another person I was so wrong about for the pre-episode. Like, he gave me, like, almost too dorky vibes where I'm like, oh, no, he's, like, good looking, but I'm worried about people liking his personality. And I actually like him, and I can see why 3 people step forward now.
I cried at the Matthew Hoffman comment where it was like, and the magical hairbrush that gets to touch Jeremy's hair. He has Prince Charming hair. That's what we were saying. That was our one note from last night.
Yeah.
He has Prince Charming hair. It's like that part, but then it goes
the
like
middle part with like the
it's like a little
Fabio.
wave.
Like if you've seen Shrek 2,
Yes.
you know what Prince Charming
Yes.
looks like. He just needs a haircut. I can't do the hair. Some girls love the long hair. I don't like long hair.
Yeah, it's too long for me, but he gives me Connor vibes from last season. Like, reminds me exactly of him.
Yeah, because he speaks really slow, and it's almost like he's calculating what he's saying as he's speaking, and I think that's where we get the Connor vibe.
Yes.
In.
Someone wrote in the chat, just for everyone that's listening on a podcast, we do have a live chat going on, so we're going to pull some of the comments out. Someone said, I have to be honest, I really don't like the guys this season, and I like the girls. I feel like this happens every season.
It does.
Because they're going to filter in better guys throughout, and like, I feel like you always, on the first time, you never connect with anyone.
Yeah, and they can't play all their cards right away, you guys.
Right.
They got to save people so things get shaken up.
Yes.
But also, we're seeing so little of these people, it's almost hard to already judge and say you don't like someone, because some of the favorites that come through every season from season to season are the people that you learn to love them because of their personality, and personality like makes people more attractive.
Right. Well, I think that's also what all the couples were talking about too when they were coupled up. They were like, yeah, it's weird because when you're just going off of looks, like someone can be so attractive. Like, I'm giving an example. When I saw Michael, like I was like, that guy is the hottest guy I've ever seen in my life now. And then I got to know him, and like we just did not click. So like looks literally mean absolutely nothing.
Right.
It's just the first attention grabber that you are like pulled towards.
And I kind of like that Love Island plays on that throughout its seasons and episodes, you know, especially the first one. They just test the physical attractiveness and then they go right into, it kind of shifts to personalities.
Yeah, because it kind of proves exactly what we were just saying. Like, looks truly do not matter.
Wow, we're such little gossips. So, speaking of the hot goss, we have some new hot goss for you. All this fresh meat.
All this fresh meat is making me hungry for some HelloFresh meals.
So HelloFresh is eliminating stressful meal planning, and that's why we're so excited to be sponsored by them. So HelloFresh delivers fresh, pre-measured ingredients and delicious seasonal recipes right to your door. Not only do they cut out the stressful meal planning, they also cut out grocery trips so you can actually enjoy cooking and get your meal ready in just 30 minutes or less.
HelloFresh makes life so simple. There's a wide variety of easy, delicious options for all 3 meals a day, plus every snack and special treat you'd want within the HelloFresh market. And we made white cheddar Wonder Burgers.
Wonder Burgers, but, you know, as Will would say, a burger.
A burger.
A burger. So, and
they were amazing,
great.
actually.
We've really enjoyed all these meals. It comes like right to your door, which is so nice. It just, you pull it in the door, you take it out of the box, and you put it in your fridge, and you're like, there's my grocery shopping.
I think my neighbors are like scared of me because I haven't thrown out the boxes yet. I just leave them outside my house.
Oh my gosh. I know.
They're like, who is this fatty that has literally 16 HelloFresh meals a day? Like,
right. So we both have our favorite meals coming along. Oh, I also decided I'm going to start saving the recipe cards, punching holes in them, and then making like a recipe book out of the cards, which I thought was a fun
really good idea.
So they have really great fresh ingredients. They're sourced directly from growers and delivered from the farm right to my door each week. You just have to try it. It's America's #1 meal kit. So just go to HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use the code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. So
go make some nice meals for your friends or boyfriend or girlfriend. I made them for my friends because I don't have a boyfriend. All right, back to
I'm gonna pull up the chat.
The dressing room combos.
Yes. So they kind of all one off, and I feel like the only convo that really stood out to me was the Josh and Shannon convo. They go up to the lookout space, and she just keeps saying, this is moving too fast, this is moving too fast, and I feel like he's just showing all of his cards. He's just turning into puppy dog so fast, and I'm like, Josh, reel it in. Like, reel it back a little. You're freaking her out, and, like, she sees right through it.
Yeah, she's like, this happens to me all the time. I'm not shocked. I was like, I love this girl so much. She's just like so confident. She's like, this literally happens to me all the time. And I'm like, go off. And I think, okay, I can't tell about Josh yet. Like, he's either playing a very, very obvious game or he's just like a full-blown simp.
I think he's just a full-blown simp. Like, I think I'm getting like puppy dog, and I think he's similar to the vibes that we got from Carrington last season. Like, thinks he's alpha male, but is not alpha male. And I think Shannon is already like, oh no. But I think to her, I think she at the moment is most physically attracted to him.
Yes, I totally agree.
So I feel like she's not going to just be like, oh, let's be friends just yet. I think she's like waiting to see what else comes in. So she's like, I'm going to string him along, you know, which is honestly exactly what I would do if I was in her position.
Yeah, because she doesn't know when new guys are coming in. She doesn't know if she's going to be attracted to them, etc. Like all of the things that Love Island is about to. I'm crying at the Josh with the jail shirt.
Oh, I know. That's next. Don't read my notes before I can talk about that.
Eleanor said she thinks that he's a full-blown simp.
He is. He totally is. Also, Shannon goes, this is a direct quote I pulled. She goes, I'm fast speed and he's double speed. Like, she's quick moving with guys, and you can tell because she's just witty, and, you know, that's just kind of like how she comes across to us. And he's moving so fast, I feel like he's going to say I love you by tomorrow morning. Like, I feel like she's going to wake up in bed and he's going to be like,
Hi.
I love you, baby. Hi.
I made you breakfast, darling.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like, I made you breakfast. I folded your clothes. They're all your
like a
dresses are
cupcake,
color coded in your closet for the week. And she's gonna be like, okay, I'm running for the cliff off the villa.
That's actually so funny. I made breakfast, darling.
So Josh also, I wrote this down, Alex just read it, had on the jail shirt that Cormac wore, that Yeaman wore. I think we saw it on Jeremiah in season 2. What is it, like?
The
Brotherhood.
refs.
It's Brotherhood of the Traveling Ref shirt.
Yes.
This striped white and green or white and black short sleeve button up. I don't mind the shirt, but I've seen it too many times.
So many times. And if there's no other different, like, it's
becoming-
all the same color. Like,
Yeah,
everyone has it.
yes,
It's
the
like a
green-
blue and white.
Or no, it's the green and white and then the black and white.
And
they all have it. It's like a Love Island
I didn't
staple
see
at
the
this
green
point.
and white.
It's like a Love Island staple at this point. We should almost do merch of those shirts.
No, honestly,
For
and just say
men.
ref it, like ref, recoupling. Recoupling ref.
It's just so interesting. Oh, and then they go into the game. Was this like a plan? It has to be planned that they do the suck and blow for the first night game just to get everything moving. I don't remember us doing this on the first night.
No, we definitely didn't. I think it was Weston's birthday when we did it, but it's
an
when they
icebreaker.
bring 2 people in.
Oh,
Because Katrina and Kristen came in when we were doing it.
Because I think they need them all making out before the icebreaker game. Or, like, they need them all doing this icebreaker type of game, gets them all making out, and then, bam, you bring in the new people. But, like, I swear, as we're watching them play this game, they were so purposely dropping the card, like, haha, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I have to make out with you.
Yeah, we're all like trying so hard on our season to actually win, and we're like, we don't want to touch these people. No, I'm just kidding. But they were going ham on the first night, which
They were.
honestly is pretty incredible.
Cash just out of nowhere, it was like someone else's turn to like kiss Christian, and out of nowhere she was like, I got this, and just like goes over and starts making out with him, and we're like, okay,
I was like, wait, are we into him or are we not?
right? Because they're having a conversation and they're like, yeah, we'll see, we're not into it. And then I think she just was like, I'm gonna claim this right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
okay.
like, she's probably like doesn't know when someone else is gonna come in. As
Yeah,
we said, everyone's
right.
just trying to latch on to their person, which I think is a very normal thing on Love Island, because you
Right.
obviously don't want to be the first one to go home.
Right. Okay, let's touch on the moment we were all screaming at our TV last night. Trina does a lap dance.
Yes.
On who was it on?
Was it
again?
Will?
No, it was Jeremy.
No, not Will. Jeremy.
It was on
Sorry.
Jeremy. It shares a passionate kiss, which turns into a full dry hump session on Jeremy, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, this
crying.
was like the raunchiest we've ever seen a first episode be, and I'm not mad about it because
I am
it was
so here for it.
entertaining. Like, my neighbor was probably like, "What are they watching?" Because I want to watch too. Because we were screaming at the TV.
We were like, rewind.
We were like, "Oh my god!" Like, she was thrusting on him.
And Jeremy, I thought he was all like shy, and he's
Right,
like,
and we're like,
yeah,
whoa.
get it. I'm like,
yeah,
whoa.
he grabbed her butt.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
I mean, like, how could you not? She's so hot.
Also, wait, I have to skip back for a second to Giovanni's intro tape. He was like licking the plastic heart-shaped thing and kissing it, and he's sitting in a pool ref and he smacks it a little, like he's smacking a butt.
No, he's
And he was
everything.
making it so sexual, all these like random pool floats and props they gave him, and I was like, this is hilarious. Like, how has someone not done this before?
Right. No, I think it's because everyone is so nervous and they don't want to like embarrass themselves, but that's like what Love Island is about.
Yeah,
It's
and I think-
cheesy and embarrassing.
And fun, and I think they picked people this year that, and I think last year was slowly towards this, but
Mm-hmm.
people that just will do these kind of things and not give a
Care.
shit or
Yeah.
be embarrassed about
It's
it.
so true. It's so true.
Okay. So I also, so then we see Shannon. Oh, wait, no, wait. So the new boys.
The new boys.
Also, wait, can we touch on the rain for a second before we talk about the new
Oh,
boys?
oh my God. We were like, did anyone else notice the rain? We go,
Starts
not the
pouring.
rain coming
Like,
in literally
no.
30 minutes into the episode. Does it rain every day in Hawaii?
I sure hope not, because I had PTSD seeing even like 2 seconds of rain on the TV. I was like I really hope it does not rain for them in Hawaii because I feel like that's why they picked Hawaii.
I know. Can we look up the weather actually to see?
To see if it's raining. I mean, later we can, but
I need to know if it's a thing.
but it can't be.
It's
it
a
just
tropical
can't be.
island. I feel like that happens a lot in tropical places. Like
Well,
it
rained
rains
for a
just
few
randomly.
seconds, that's fine as long as we get sun during the day.
And not Love Island making them literally sit out in the
Yeah, I
rain.
know, we were
Like
cracking up. Love Island literally made Trina and Jeremy go sit on that couch in the rain, and they were probably like,
just getting
No.
drenched. Like it wasn't a light, like a little light rain. It was a
couldn't-
torrential downpour
they couldn't say that in the foyer they got this season. I mean, really?
with all the different rooms they have. They had
all
to
the
pick
different
that.
rooms, they had to do the couch in the rain. Okay, so at the end of the game, Kira gets a text. So this is the first text we see of the
Oh,
season,
I
and
forgot
she
about
is
this.
so excited about getting the text. And this is when the new boys come in. I don't even remember what she read as the text. I think it just said new Islanders are coming in. It didn't say if
Oh,
it was boy or
yeah.
girl because at this point it's even. So everyone thinks it's going to be two girls like it normally is. And it was two boys. So it kind of pans to the girls' faces and Cash's eyeballs. She is like shitting her pants. Like,
Yeah.
She is so freaked out. She's like,
Yes.
oh no.
Yes. I don't know this person's
then
name, but they're like, Will is gonna get all of the ladies, as he should.
As he should. Okay, so her eyeballs light up, and it's two boys that walk in. We have Cinco and Will coming in. We have big, muscular Cinco, athlete.
Hot.
He's cute.
Hot.
He's
Elizabeth's
really
in
meaty.
love
I
with
like
Will.
skinny boys. He's really meaty. Like, I don't like too much muscle. I just can't do too much muscle. But, I mean, Shannon's eyes lit up when she saw him.
Oh, same with who am I thinking?
I don't know.
Who am I thinking?
But anyway, so Will comes into Well You Think, and and they all realize he's got an
Comments are so
accent.
funny.
Are they? What are they? Let's read
This
some of them.
sounds like not the spirit of Caleb. Just keep going.
No.
It's so funny.
So Will comes in, and I think all the girls were really excited to see there's someone with an accent. Like, I love accents, but it was so fun to see them all get so excited. But I am really nervous about them being able to understand him and there being a cultural barrier.
I think it's just gonna make
gonna
it
be
all
like-
the more mystery for everyone. Like everyone's gonna fall in love
But
with
it's
him.
going to be annoying. They're going to be like, I don't know what he's saying to me. They're going to be like, what did you say? What did you say?
Well,
What?
we don't know
What?"
that.
Ah,
They could.
Even people watching the TV were having troubles understanding some
I
of the
would
things, but
risk it all for Will. He is my future husband.
He's cute. Oh, and we found out where he lives because we looked up his Instagram. It is California.
Yes, California, bud tender.
I don't like that he has a lip ring. He has a lip ring and a nose ring.
He does.
Yeah. I don't know if he
Edgy.
took it out for the episode, but
Super
I saw it
edgy.
on the Insta when
Colombian
I went through.
king.
Yeah, he is from Colombia. And
Wait.
it'll just be like so interesting to see who switches it up because I feel like we start to see Kira really get into Corey a little. Like, I feel like she really liked him. And then she sees Will, and I feel like it just went right out the window, and you see it in her face. And Corey says he's like, wow, I need to step my flirting game up.
Because these guys I think are gonna come in so hot. Like, what's his name? Cinco gives me Johnny vibes, but I think
Yeah.
it's more of like the athlete in him.
The meathead.
And yeah, he's like a meathead.
Yeah.
And then Will gives me who am I trying to think of?
oh,
We didn't have any foreign people last
no,
season,
we
did
didn't. We didn't. We only had Cormac on season
Cormac,
1.
yeah.
So it's nice to see the little international.
Yeah, it always
being
makes
mixed
everything
in.
so much more interesting
It
because
does.
he probably will have so much to give that we're all like, wait, what is he talking about?
Well, I already like they asked him what his type was right away, and he goes, I like personality. Like, he was like, I don't
Yeah.
even have a physical type, I just like personality. And I feel like that's pretty aligned with international men. for the most
Yeah.
part, like,
Well,
just stereotyping.
also just going on, sorry, I just thought of this, the personality thing. I want to know if anyone else got weird vibes from Christian when he was having that talk with Trina. Like, the way he was coming across, it was almost like condescending or like just kind of short and like rude. I don't know.
I missed this conversation. I'm not remembering it, but I'll have to watch for it in tonight's episode.
I'm trying to see if anyone else.
So let's answer a few questions from the chat if you guys want to send some things in, and then
I rebuke the spirit of
what are
freaking love you guys.
Let's pick some topics.
Kind of reminds me of Calvin. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna ask some questions or like put your opinions in, and then we'll pull them out,
Yeah,
speak on them.
that's what makes it fun about it being live. We can talk.
I
to you
will.
guys.
I will vote Will out so he falls in love with me when I was at the airport.
That's hilarious. How soon do we think there will be a dumping or recoupling?
I think probably tonight or tomorrow. It might lead into tomorrow, like at
So
the end of the
stressful.
episode tonight.
Okay, wait. Someone made a comment about date guy and date girl. So I do think we need a date girl. We haven't really seen a date girl on either seasons. I think Shannon will be a date girl. And it's too early to tell about the others, but I feel like Shannon is going to be taken on all the dates. And then they said date guy about Josh, but I don't see that. I just don't know if I see that happening.
I think everyone's just saying that because he looks like Carrington. So
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see the new boys interact with everybody, and I can't wait to see if they'll be able to understand Will. But what a stressful episode overall. Like, there was so much happening, so exciting. I can't imagine being there myself. I feel like I was so stressed out on such a mild season that I wouldn't be able to handle that. And I feel like I'm always like worried about my hair, like looking good, like
the
my
curly
makeup,
hair
just
in this
all of it.
season is everything.
There's so much curly hair.
I love it. I like love curly hair on guys. So
Yeah, it's so cute. So speaking of hair, After the Island is also sponsored by Nutrafol. Did you know that there are actually 30 million women out there who are impacted by weakened or thinning hair? I'm definitely one of them. So if you're one of them, you're not alone. There's a solution that can deliver you results, Nutrafol. So thousands of women have taken back control of their hair with Nutrafol, with many users raving that the supplement not only transformed their hair, but transformed their confidence. Everyone on Love Island needs to have their confidence glowing, so they should all check it out. Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically proven to improve hair growth and thickness.
So keep in mind, healthier hair growth takes time. It starts at the scalp. I always say that. But I have been noticing my hair looking cute and shiny, obviously.
Fluffier.
Yeah, it is fluffier. But I'm very excited to keep taking these little supplements. They also come in a really cute bottle.
Yeah.
So you can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code After the Island to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere. We got you guys. And it's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. So hop on that.
Plus, there's free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code After the Island.
And we'll put all the promo codes like in the description so you guys have them in case you just want to go and do that.
So, thank you guys so
now
much.
we're going to answer questions.
We are.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is this thing on? Okay, do you guys think Shannon and Josh will end up together? I'm just pulling
No.
out. I don't.
No.
I think she's going to
switch to
hop.
Cinco.
She's going
Totally.
to hop real quick.
But I think he'll get snatched up by somebody else. I don't think this is like the last we'll be seeing of Josh.
Do we think that he's going to leave with a girlfriend? I need to know what the thoughts are, if he's a simp or if he's faking it. I need to know.
Yes, I do think he's gonna leave with someone. Don't know how long it'll last, but I could see him being a simp, but I could see someone really liking that. I don't think it's Shannon, but I could see a girl responding well to that.
Someone said, do you think there's going to be a Casa Amor? Casa Amor has
Obviously.
been confirmed. I do need to know where it's going to be, though. Like, is it going to be at the bottom of the cliff? Like, where do you go?
Right.
Where is it?
The other villa Justin Bieber rented
Oh,
on the
okay.
other side of the island.
Okay, Love Island.
I'm just kidding.
It's casual. Yeah, there will be a
wish.
Casa Amor.
Yeah.
100%. It's confirmed. We can confirm that. We also, no, we can't confirm.
But do we know some people coming on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a few predictions of people coming on, and
we
they
figured
are
out some of them are right.
going to be fire.
Yeah, they're
crackers.
going to stir everything up. They're like, I thought for sure they'd be starting with them.
Same.
Based on like just knowing who they are. And now that I think of it, I'm like, how much juicier is it that they're going to come in and just shake everything up?
Yep.
I'm shaking in my boots. They're all shaking in their boots.
Who do you think Cinco and will pick?
Cinco's totally going to pick Shannon. Unless maybe him and Trina hit it off with like this queen bee king energy.
Yeah.
Like Trina really gives me that I don't back down when I want something. And I feel like she was eyeballing him a little bit.
What did Trina say her type was?
She said tall, dark, handsome.
Okay. Cinco doesn't seem very tall to me, but
I feel like he was pretty
so when
tall.
I have PTSD from Casa Amor last year. Same.
Don't we all?
Same.
Casa Amor gives anyone anxiety to the max.
It's the most stressful week of Love Island. Like, I'm like, all right, can we wrap this up? Like,
but I love watching it. Like, the episode where they come back from Casa Amor is the best one of the whole season.
Okay, yeah, but like, before that, it gets a little like uneasy. I get queasy about it.
Yeah.
Makes me uncomfy. Who would you have stepped forward for, and did it change by the end of the episode? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it definitely changed.
Who would you step forward for?
Well, I already said I like Will the best.
Right, but he didn't come in, so...
But he didn't come in, so I probably would have stepped forward for... I loved the water slide move, so I feel like I just would have been like, you're fun. If you're down to go down the water slide, then like, I'm down to get to know you, but...
I would have stepped forward for Josh and then
And
probably taken it back.
Because
Because I think I would have gone with like Corey or Giovanni, like after seeing their personalities.
Who went down the water slide again? Corey or
Giovanni.
It was Giovanni. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Giovanni's hilarious. His tape, him sliding around in circles, was so funny.
Someone said, I feel like Kirsten is coming back. Look at her most recent post. I don't think they're bringing any
I don't think they'll bring anybody
ex-Islanders back, but we could be wrong.
I would love if they did, but I doubt it.
It would be great. Love Island All-Stars season has to happen.
We'll cheer Alex on for that. But
Find me a
I think
boyfriend.
that's pretty much covering the whole episode.
Yeah, I'm just reading the comments just to...
I feel like
Everyone would have stepped forward for Will. That's
I know,
true.
That's probably why they saved him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's good. I think we covered all of it, and thank you guys so much for adding conversation into the chat and joining with us. It's so much fun. We love it. We're happy we got our tech smoothed out by the end of this.
Yes.
It's our first day. Hopefully you're nice
Cut
to
us a little
us.
slack.
Cut us a little slack. But thank you so much for watching After the Island. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, HelloFresh, BetterHelp, and Nutrafol. You guys are great, and thank you for supporting our show. Check them out and use our offers, and you can find all the details right in the notes below.
And thanks again to Forever Dog Podcast Network. Remember, you guys can listen to us via podcast too on foreverdog.com or on the favorite podcast app like Apple, Spotify, pretty much everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Just search After the Island and we will show up with our glowing faces.
And don't forget to follow us at After the Island. Plugging ourselves, After the Island, at Alex Stewart 11.
At eWebs with two Z's.
With two Z's. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, we will be back tomorrow at
9:30
9:30 Pacific Standard Time and 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we want to see all of you back here.